Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Dugout Daily. I'm Charlie, and today we have another video. This time it is Newcastle's review of May in the Tsunami Talk series that we're doing these on this channel. And it is, of course, the final month of the season. Of course, Newcastle have been doing business in the transfer window, but we'll talk about that in another episode of this show. So we got 3 games to talk about. City against Newcastle, of course, my team, Manchester City. Newcastle against Arsenal, and Burnley against Newcastle. 3 games that weren't very important to Newcastle, but important for other parts of the table. Of course, City going for the title, ended up getting it. Arsenal were going for top 4 at the time. They did seem to bottle it at St James's Park, and Burnley, of course, got relegated after the Burnley-Newcastle game. So we'll start with the game at the Etihad. City 5, Newcastle 0. We'll just talk through what happened in this game. So the game started off with Laporte having a free volley at the back post from a corner, where it is put over the bar. That should have been taken by City. And then De Bruyne puts a cross in on his weaker left foot, with Cancelo being unmarked at the back post, having a chance where it is put wide on the half volley. Another big chance for City. And then Gundogan picks out Cancelo, who has a header across the 6-yard box, with Sterling heading it into an empty net to make it 1-0 to City. And then De Bruyne picked out Gundogan from the edge of the box from a corner, who has a volley at goal. Dubravka spills it to Diaz, who makes a save originally, but it falls for Laporte to put it in an empty net to make it 2-0 to City. Into the second half, then De Bruyne put a corner into the near post, where Rodri attacks and heads it into the bottom left to make it 3-0 to City. And then Rodri picked out Sterling on the right-hand side, who then attempts to pick out Foden with a through ball in the area where there is too much on the pass. However, it falls to Grealish, who plays it back to Zinchenko on the left-hand side, who has a first-time shot, which brings out a good save by Dubravka. And then the only Newcastle chance, really, Murphy picks out Wilson with a good through ball. However, the effort is straight at Ederson, and it remains 3-0. Grealish then beats Trippier on the left-hand side, who plays it back for Zinchenko, who picks out Foden in the 6-yard box, who puts it into the bottom left to make it 4-0 to City. And then finally, Grealish plays it down the line for Foden, who plays a back heel back to Grealish, who then finds Sterling in the box, who tucks it into the top left corner to make it 5-0 to City. A dominant result for City. And Newcastle, it was always a tough ask to go to the Etihad and get a result, especially when City are going for the title. And I'm not surprised that City won in this way, of course, my team. And then we'll move on to the second game of 3, Newcastle 2, Arsenal 0. Arsenal needed 3 points and they would have been in the Champions League next season, but they've ended up in the Europa League. So let's look at this game. So the game started with Saka having the ball on the right-hand side, where he plays it back to Odegaard, who plays a nice 1-2 back through for Saka, who has a bending effort towards the bottom left corner, but it is a good block by 6'7" Dan Burn. And then Tomiyasu gives the ball away as he attempts to find Odegaard in the middle of the park. Guimarães wins it back for Newcastle and plays it to Joe Linton, who then plays it out wide for St. Maximin, who cuts inside and brings out a good save by Ramsdale down quickly at his near post. And then into the second half, Target plays it out wide to St. Maximin, who plays it down the line to Joe Linton, who crosses it into the box, Ben White attempts to block the cross with a sliding clearance, but it deflects into his own goal, which makes it 1-0 to Newcastle. And then Kraft has a looping throw into Guimaraes on the right-hand side, who crosses it into the box where Wilson is unmarked, who attempts a volley, but it loops over the bar. And then Kraft finds Almiron on the right-hand side, who then plays it down the line for Kraft, who picks out Wilson in the box, who is once again unmarked, but it's deflected over the bar by Ben White with another sliding block. And then Pepe gives the ball away to Murphy as Newcastle have a 2-versus-1 counter-attack where he plays a 1-2 with Fraser, but the attempt is straight down the throat of Aaron Ramsdale. Wilson then has a long attempt on the half volley, which was closer to the halfway line than the penalty box, and it only just goes wide. And then finally, Target picks out Wilson in the box, who plays it back for Guimaraes with the attempt blocked by Ben White. It was then cleared by Xhaka and falls to Longstaff, who plays a great chip through ball through to Wilson, which brings out a save by Ramsdale, but it falls to Guimaraes, who puts it in an empty net to make it 2-0 to Newcastle. And finally, Burnley 1, Newcastle 2. The game started off with Target having a throw on the left-hand side. He gives it to Murphy. Collins intercepts, but then attempts to shield the ball in the area. Wilson wins it back to Newcastle, who plays it back to Guimaraes, who has a goal from the edge of the box and brings out a save by Pope and is cleared by Collins for a corner. From the resulting corner, Trippier crosses it into the box where Pope pushes it away and Collins sticks his hand out and gives away a penalty due to handball. From the resulting penalty, Wilson goes right and sends Pope the wrong way, making it 1-0 to Newcastle. And then St. Maximin loses the ball on the left-hand side with Roberts winning it back for Burnley. He then played the ball into McNeil, who then beat Fraser and had a goal from outside the box, but it goes over the bar. Target then plays it down the line for St. Maximin, who beats Brownhill and has a goal and brings out a good save by Pope down to his left-hand side. Into the second half then, Murphy plays the ball into Longstaff, who then finds Almiron, who then plays it out wide to St. Maximin, who finds Wilson unmarked in the box, and it is tucked into the bottom corner, making it 2-0 to Newcastle. And then McNeil finds Collins out wide on the right, who then beats St. Maximin and finds Cornet, who is unmarked in the box. His first attempt is saved by Dubravka. It then falls for him again on the volley, and it's tucked into the bottom corner. Burnley get one back, 2-1 to Newcastle. And then in the dying embers, McNeil attempts a ball out wide, which is intercepted by Fraser. Court then wins it back for Burnley, who plays it to Lennon, who then plays it down the line for Barnes, who flashes it across the box. Weghorst slides but can't get a good enough touch on it to direct it into the net. And then finally, Tarkowski sends a long ball up towards Barnes, who finds Cornet with a flick on header, who finds Cork on the edge of the area, who has an attempt heading towards the top right corner until it is cleared off the line by Matt Target. And with that defeat for Burnley, that sent them down to the Championship, of course. So City did end up winning the league. Arsenal ended up in the Europa League instead of the Champions League, and Burnley ended up in the Championship. So it weren't an important month for Newcastle, but it was 6 points from a possible 9, where they beat Arsenal. That was a great result, of course. Beating Burnley, sending them down, and a tough result to take at City. So that is it for the May review. We will be talking about Newcastle's business, transfer business this summer in the August episode as well for the start of next season. So yeah, that is it for this video. everybody, thank you all so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter as well, at MCFC Hibs if you are new around here. Dugout Daily, where you are right now, is the football channel. Hit the Apex is the F1 channel. The links to both of those are in the description. So everybody, make sure to check all those out and take care of yourselves. We will see you soon for another video on Dugout Daily and Hit the Apex. Everybody take care, and we'll see you later.